I'm back on Staten Island, but I had to go to the transit center, so now I'm on the 79 SBS and I'm on my way back to the mall to get my car. And one thing that I think is kind of funny is not just the fact that this bus and the last bus I took were both from Yukon, but I felt it slightly funny is that it seemed like both drivers had somewhat of a left foot driving personality, which I'm aware of that. I personally have this habit which I do not encourage. In fact, I've been trying to work on it. Really, the idea of what's needed in order to avoid having a left foot when it comes to driving is the idea of just being patient. Like, for instance, being a delivery driver for whether it's Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, or whatever company you may work for. Well, one thing that when it comes to being a delivery driver, there's a major temptation to lose your patience. And the idea is to try to avoid that to the best of your ability. It's not easy because sometimes there may be things when it comes to traffic or whatever that may test our patience. But if we try to be calm, just think about something else that could calm us down, then that would be good. Now, we're only a few months away, or I believe a year away, before we officially say goodbye to the Metro card in favor of Omni. And when I took this bus, Nova Bus 8597, I noticed that on the back door they have the Omni machines, and they don't have it on every single one of the buses yet, especially not the EPA 10s at Castleton. But they're slowly starting to be on more of the Nova buses. So that way, just like the off-board fare payment that's known for every other Select Bus service, they're starting to implement them on the regular transit routes. And it's not that I hate the S79, because one, it's from Yukon, and to me, Yukon has there's nothing against the other depots here on Staten Island, but admittedly, Yukon has some of the nicest drivers, but there's nice drivers from all four depots here on Staten Island, especially since I have friends at Charleston and Meredith. But when I think of other routes that I took, like the M15, the B44, and other forms of Select Bus service that I've taken, including the M14D since I took an Excelsior charge on that route, it's the closest thing that we have in New York City to an authentic bus rapid transit route. So I'm all for the Omni system with the idea of using an electronic device instead of a separate card like the Metro card, where you could use your phone or your debit card or your credit card, which I actually had to use one time since I was low on money, one time when I took the express bus. But it would be kind of nice if along with Omni, MTA could probably develop something similar to e-tix for the Long Island Railroad and Metro North, where you could pay for something before you board, and you don't need to use Omni. You could just simply board that. You could just use Omni as a last resort almost. In a way, that could make the 79 an authentic Select Bus service route, and you could probably try it on other routes like the 89 Limited and probably a few others. It's just a thought to be able to help the buses be a little bit faster. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments.